My beloved, my chosen one, my divine child wrapped in heaven's breath. Do you feel your heart racing right now? That isn't fear, that is your spirit sensing something monumental approaching. God has whispered to Archangel Michael, and Michael is shouting to you at this very moment. October 26, 2025 is no ordinary day. Your hands are about to touch a blessing so immense, so perfectly timed, that your life will pivot in ways your mind can hardly imagine. This is not coincidence. It was written before your first breath, etched into the heavens, and now the clock has struck for your destiny to unfold. You cannot scroll past this message without consequence. If you leave now, the blessing pauses. But if you stay, the doorway to your miracle widens with every word you read. Before I continue, I ask you to subscribe, not just to this message, but to the voice of heaven guiding you. This journey is long, rich with secrets, and overflowing with divine magic. Stay with me until the end, because the longer you hold on, the more miracles you will unlock. Archangel Michael leans closer and speaks directly to your soul. Your hands have carried emptiness for far too long. Now the treasury of heaven moves toward you. You are not just receiving money. You are stepping into favor, honor, and recognition. The world will pause and marvel at how suddenly your life shifted. Have you noticed the small signals, dreams that felt alive, numbers appearing in odd places, sudden ideas about money landing in your mind? Those were whispers from the universe preparing your soul. Now those whispers have become a roar. Every second you spend here strengthens the pull of heaven toward your breakthrough. October 26th is not just a date. It is a threshold where divine hands align perfectly with your own. Your destiny is about to touch you. Feel that tingling in your hands, the racing in your chest, the thought that won't leave your mind. That is not imagination. That is a divine whisper. Michael confirms, a vault in heaven carved with your name is unlocking after years of waiting. But remember, it opens only for those who are awake, those who are attentive, those who do not skip when heaven speaks. Do not reduce this moment to just a video. This is a key. Wealth, yes, will arrive, but heaven sees money differently. Money is energy. It is provision. It is the bridge between your prayers and your destiny. For years you prayed, God, when will breakthrough arrive? When will I stop worrying? And the silence may have hurt, but it was never rejection. It was preparation. God knew the exact moment your fortune would appear. And now Michael declares it aloud. October 26, 2025 is your turning point. Picture this, the sound of gold being poured from a jar, the creak of doors opening after decades of being locked. That is the sound your life is about to hear. Your hands which once trembled with worry will tremble with abundance. You will receive more than you expected, enough to astonish those around you, enough to make your own heart overflow with gratitude. But be warned, distractions will come. Arguments, delays, unexpected bills, little storms, all designed to make you doubt what heaven has already written. Do not fall for them. No delay can cancel what God has scheduled. Even if you feel behind, even if the world seems unfair, you are right on track. The blessing is never late, it is perfectly timed. And October 26th is proof. The world may see that day as ordinary, but in the spiritual realm it burns with fire. Angels gather, demons tremble, and God points to it saying, "This is the day I remind my child that I never abandoned them." This is why your chest feels heavy with urgency. This is why your spirit can sense the moment approaching. You are standing on the edge of one of the greatest miracles of your life. And remember, money is only the beginning. The miracle arriving is also about freedom, the freedom from fear, from lack, from lies that told you you would always struggle. God is placing dignity back in your soul, rewriting your story in the language of abundance. Those who doubted you will now look at you with awe. Those who ignored you will seek your wisdom. This is the transformation heaven is declaring through Michael's voice. Take a breath, my child. Imagine waking on October 26th. The sunlight feels warmer, the air tingles with possibility, the very atmosphere hums with divine energy. Suddenly a call, an email, a knock on the door, and the blessing arrives. A huge amount of money flowing into your hands, changing everything. You cry, laugh, tremble, but deep inside your soul whispers, "I knew this was coming, I stayed, I opened, I believed." This is not just about riches. This is about the restoration of your soul, the revival of your spirit, and the unveiling of the life you were always meant to live. Heaven never forgot you. God never turned away. Your story of lack is ending. Your story of abundance is beginning. And every moment you linger in this message, you are stepping closer to that divine encounter. My dear child, if this message has touched your heart, I invite you to share your faith by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. If you feel inspired to support this mission of spreading love and light, you can contributing $50 to $100 through Super Thanks to help spread this message to even more people. Remember, every act of generosity, no matter the amount, is deeply valued and appreciated. Because you believed when others scrolled away. My child, listen closely, what I am about to reveal is rare, even among the whispers of heaven. Every moment of your life has been building toward this pivot. That restlessness you feel, the sleepless nights, the recurring thoughts, they are not mistakes or random occurrences. They are signals. Heaven has been preparing your heart, your mind, your very spirit for this extraordinary alignment. Archangel Michael leans closer now and says, "Do not miss this. This is the hour your destiny bends toward you." Imagine the weight you've carried, the worries, the fears, the silent questions no one could answer. You smiled through storms, hid tears behind your hands, and whispered prayers that seemed to echo in the void. And now God is answering, not softly, but with the force of a trumpet. Your hands, tired and worn, will soon receive blessings so vast that they may feel impossible to contain. Picture this, walking barefoot across scorching sands, parched, exhausted, thinking relief will never come. And suddenly far ahead, an oasis appears, not just a pond, but a waterfall cascading into a pool, shaded, fruitful, alive. That oasis is October 26, 2025. It is the life-giving shift you've crawled toward, even when hope seemed faint. Michael says, your weight is lifted. Your thirst will be quenched. Your hands will overflow. But listen deeper, beloved soul. The blessing is not only material. Honor, restoration, laughter once stolen, doors thought closed, they all come with it. Heaven knows your heart doesn't just hunger for money, it craves freedom, respect, and the ability to provide without fear. The wealth you will receive is a key, unlocking a life you could never reach on your own. This is why you feel tension in your body as you read. Your spirit knows this moment is sacred, transformative, alive. Every trial, every night of doubt, every tear, every private struggle, it was never wasted. Heaven keeps careful records. And now the scales tip in your favor. The waiting turns into winning. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine receiving a sealed letter. You break it open and read, you have been chosen for a great release. A transfer so immense that it will shock you. This is prophecy, not fantasy. Even the obstacles you feared will crumble under the decree of God. Michael stands as a sentinel guarding this promise until it lands in your hands. Think of the moment when the blessing arrives, not quietly, not subtly, but so unmistakably that the world notices. People will whisper your name in awe. Some will envy, some will celebrate, all will wonder. And you will smile because you know the truth, this is not luck. This is heaven. God Himself has imprinted His will on your life. Your once struggling hands now testify of abundance. Your quiet prayers now sing aloud with praise. But be aware, child, distractions are already circling. You may feel the urge to scroll away, to dismiss this as words. That is the enemy's trick. Stay. Every line you read plants a seed. Every seed grows a tree. Every tree bears fruit that multiplies blessings in ways your mind cannot yet calculate. Hold on. Stay present. Let the current of heaven pull you deeper. This is not information, it is transformation. Can you feel it stirring inside? Your spirit already recognized this moment before your eyes saw these words. Michael is standing near whispering, "Do not leave. Do not skip." You may think this encounter is random, but there is no randomness in God's timing. For too long you questioned whether things would ever change. That season is over. The sound of chains breaking echoes through your life now, chains of financial worry, shame, and endless waiting. Remember those nights counting troubles instead of blessings, those sleepless hours, those quiet tears. Heaven bottled them. Now the bottle tips, and what poured from your eyes flows back into your hands, multiplied, overflowing. October 26th will show you with undeniable clarity that God never forgot you. This is fulfillment. Heaven is not subtle when it wants to be heard. Picture waking that morning. The sunlight touches your face, but the air feels different, charged, alive, weighted with glory. Your chest stirs with a heaviness, but it is not sorrow. It is the presence of heaven moving into your life. Every sound, every breath, every sensation seems amplified, as if the universe itself leans in to witness the shift. And then it happens, the news arrives, the blessing is released, and your hands once empty now overflow. You may laugh, cry, tremble, or all three at once. But your soul will know the truth. You stayed, you believed, you did not turn away. The struggles, the waiting, the nights of doubt, they were all preparation. God never forgot. Michael never stopped guarding your promise. And now your life will demonstrate what heaven can do when faith holds firm. The liberation you feel is more than money, it is freedom from fear, from shame, from limitation. Your name will be rewritten in the story of abundance, and your story will inspire those around you. Doors you thought closed will swing open. Opportunities you missed will come rushing back. Respect, dignity, and honor are returning to your life. This is the blessing of heaven, and it is monumental. Take a deep breath, beloved, let the reality sink in. Imagine walking forward in your life with confidence, carrying the fullness of God's provision. This is not just a message, this is a revelation. Your time has come, and heaven celebrates you for standing firm, for believing, for being ready. Archangel Michael watches with joy as the first wave of blessings touches your life, knowing you will never forget this moment. A knowing hums in your spirit, telling you something is about to change. You may feel it in your chest, a vibration that feels alive, like heaven itself is leaning toward you. Then it happens, the call, the message, the announcement that leaves your hands trembling. This is not a trickle, this is a river of provision, a flood of blessings that shifts the rhythm of your life. Archangel Michael leans close and says, "Do not ignore this child, your life stands at the threshold of a divine reversal, and the flood is coming." Beloved, think back to those nights you lay awake, counting worries instead of blessings. Those silent tears, those whispered prayers that seemed unheard, heaven bottled them all. And now the bottle tips. What poured from your eyes is returning to your hands, multiplied, overflowing, pressed down, shaken together. On October 26th you will witness the proof that God never forgot you. This is not fantasy or coincidence, this is fulfillment. Heaven speaks loudly when it needs to, and right now its voice is thunderous. Picture waking that morning. Sunlight brushes your face, but the air feels heavy, not with sorrow, but with glory. There is a stir in your chest, a knowing that the world around you is about to acknowledge what heaven has long known. And then the news arrives. Money, provision, and opportunity flood in, not small amounts, not slow trickles, but overwhelming, life-altering abundance. Your footsteps will feel lighter, your breath will deepen, your dreams will expand because your life is being rewritten. Child of light, do you see the larger picture? This is never just about you. The overflow in your hands will water your family, your loved ones, and the generations to come. The cycles of struggle that haunted your bloodline are ending through you. Where scarcity once ruled, abundance will now bloom. That is why the enemy fought so hard to delay this moment. But heaven is stronger, and what God has appointed cannot be stopped. You are the vessel of generational transformation, and your October 26th miracle is the proof. Beloved, hear the truth. You were never meant to stay small, never meant to barely survive. You were born to expand, to shine, to be a living testament that miracles are real. Every delay, every closed door, every disappointment was not rejection, it was preparation. Like a dam holding back water, heaven stored your portion until the appointed moment. And now the gates are opening. What once trickled will now gush. What once seemed impossible will now arrive suddenly. And when it does, it will be undeniable that this was never luck, it was always God. Stay with me, child, because the longer you immerse yourself in this message, the deeper your spirit aligns with the promise. Archangel Michael is guarding this word, delivering it directly into your heart. Every moment you honor this message, he whispers, the blessing sharpens, the miracle draws nearer, the promise locks tighter. Do not allow distraction or doubt to weaken what has already been written in heaven. The promise is louder than your fears, stronger than your worries, more unstoppable than any obstacle. Do you feel the tremble in your spirit? That is heaven's declaration. The world may call it coincidence, but you know better. Your heartbeat quickens because your destiny is stirring. For years you have carried silent prayers, unseen by others. You whispered, God, do not forget me, in empty rooms. And now all of heaven shouts back, you have not been forgotten. Consider this, when a king plans a royal banquet, he does not pick a day randomly, he chooses carefully, sends golden invitations, marks the day with ceremony. That is exactly what God has done for you. October 26th is your golden invitation, a day stamped with glory, breakthrough, and abundance so overwhelming that it will feel surreal. Beloved, think of Joseph in prison, forgotten by men, unsure of his future. One day his life changed completely. The prison chains fell away, and he stood clothed in honor, seated in the palace. October 26th carries that same energy for you, a sudden unimaginable reversal. One message, one transfer, one announcement, and the years of struggle collapse. Your hands will hold what your heart only dreamed of. And Michael is insistent, do not reduce this to wishful thinking. Every word is alive. Every line is a seed pressing into the soil of your spirit. Seeds, when nourished with belief, always bloom. You may have asked yourself why your path was so hard, why blessings seemed delayed while others received easily. Beloved, diamonds are not formed in comfort, they are forged in pressure. Gold is not purified in silence, it is refined in fire. And you, child of light, are both diamond and gold. Your struggles have sculpted depth. Your tears have carved strength. Your scars have etched wisdom into your soul. Every hardship, every moment of waiting, every silent tear has been shaping you into a vessel capable of holding this extraordinary outpouring. Imagine then stepping into your life after October 26th. Every prayer answered, every dream awakened, every long-awaited provision now in your hands. The chains of lack, fear, and doubt fall away. You stand not just as a survivor, but as a conqueror, as living proof that God's timing is perfect. Michael watches, guiding, guarding, celebrating your breakthrough with heaven itself. And as you walk forward, everything you touch, every opportunity, every relationship, every dream will begin to reflect the abundance that heaven has poured into you. And now heaven says, enough. The refining has finished, it is time to reward. Feel it, beloved, in the depth of your chest, a vibration that hums like a drumbeat from eternity. Imagine standing at a window on the morning of October 26th. The sunlight falls differently, almost as if the sky itself leans closer to witness this day. The air feels alive. Then before your eyes see anything, your spirit senses the shift. A vibration passes through the room. The weight of abundance fills the space, and suddenly the call comes, the message arrives, the deposit lands. Your hands once trembling over pennies now touch the promise. Do not let your eyes wander. Do not let your mind wander. Stay here, because while you read, heaven is arranging unseen angels around your life. Michael is clearing the paths that once seemed blocked. The enemy tried to divert you, but you stayed. And because of that, the blessing carries a stronger seal. Beloved, the money is not simply for comfort, it is power, provision, and assignment. It carries the ability to heal wounds in your family, to bless those who once doubted you, and to become a living testimony that God never abandons His own. Picture yourself at that window again. The air vibrates differently, the sun catches in a way that feels intentional. In your room a presence passes through, and you sense it before anything manifests. Your hands reach out and the promise is tangible. The coins and notes you once counted in fear are now overflowing. Every restriction, every limit, every fear that the enemy planted is crumbling. And the proof is not just in what you receive, but in the ripple effect, families, friends, communities blessed because you stayed faithful. People will see you and whisper, surely God's hand is on them. You will not need to explain. The fruit of heaven's work will speak louder than your words. A glow will rest upon your face, a strength in your walk that can only come from divine favor. Michael leans close and urges, tell them to hold on, tell them to believe. Do not let this slip away. And I echo his voice, do not let unbelief or impatience rob you. The promise has a perfect time, and it is almost here. You can feel its shadow brushing your present, its energy humming in the air. Soon, very soon it will manifest in your hands. Child of light, stop underestimating the power of what is about to occur. Too often you have looked at your life through the lens of past setbacks, as if the same story must repeat. But God says, behold, I make all things new. Your history does not define your future. The lack of generations before you does not determine your inheritance. October 26th is your divine reset, the day when the old story ends and a new chapter begins. Your heart may feel a mixture of excitement and nerves, that is your spirit recognizing the threshold you are standing upon. Think back to the nights you almost surrendered, when your prayers felt like whispers into the void. Yet you continued, even when crawling, even when hope seemed faint. That endurance brought you here. Heaven rewards those who persist in faith when the path is hidden. And now the reward is monumental, it is vast, abundant, overflowing. The vaults of heaven swing open, and your name is called aloud. Imagine entering a room you have never seen, walls lined with treasures, scrolls and golden chests. An angel pulls down one chest, opens it, and inside is your portion, yours alone. The resources stored for you are now flowing. Every prayer, every act of faith, every tear shed in private is gathering into a river of provision. Michael stands at the gates, key in hand, waiting for the precise moment to release your blessing. And consider this, The very fact you are reading these words now is part of the miracle. Out of billions, heaven directed you here at this exact moment. This is your confirmation, your trumpet blast, your reminder that God is still actively writing your story. The climax of your journey is greater than anything you imagined. I know you fear timing. You worry, what if nothing happens, what if I'm disappointed again? Michael says, what God writes cannot be erased. It is not your job to force it. Your job is to believe, to remain steadfast, to stay present. The river is already flowing toward you. Just because you cannot see it yet does not mean it isn't rushing around the bend. Be patient and you will witness it burst forth, suddenly, powerfully, undeniably. Understand this money is more than provision. It is a weapon against fear, against shame, against the lies that once chained your soul. It is a tool of freedom, a torch to illuminate your path, a key to unlock doors that were once sealed shut. The enemy cannot cancel what heaven has decreed. Every ounce of doubt you feel is the last resistance breaking before victory arrives. My child, you are standing on sacred ground. The vibration in the air, the stirring in your chest, the pull on your spirit, it is heaven's own voice calling you forward. Your hands once empty will now overflow. Your family, your loved ones, your generations to come will reap the benefits. And when the provision lands, it will speak louder than words, louder than sermons, louder than any human reasoning. This is a testimony etched in eternity, and it begins now as you receive this message. Against every voice that said you would never rise, God says, watch how I lift the one the world overlooked. When your hands finally hold that abundance, every critic will fall silent. Wounds you thought could never heal will mend, choices you never had before will open before you. And you will stand tall, not in pride but in gratitude, because heaven has never forgotten you. Can you feel it, child, the tingling in your body, the electricity in the air, the pulse in your chest? That is not imagination. That is your spirit responding to truth. Every line you read presses the blessing deeper into your soul, sealing it so the enemy cannot touch it. Stay present, stay connected. This is not a mere message, it is an impartation. Angels move closer as you believe. Miracles accelerate as you hold on. The promise sharpens into reality with every second of faith. Beloved, do not picture just a small relief, a few extra coins. See it in fullness, picture overflow. Picture accounts so abundant that you must decide who to bless first. Imagine debts dissolving, bills vanishing, worries fading. Picture yourself lifting family, friends, and even strangers. This is the scale of the feast God is preparing. The enemy wanted you to settle for crumbs, but God is preparing a table for kings and queens. October 26th is your first plate. Pause and reflect on the storms you have endured. You were never meant to survive them by your own strength, but you did. That endurance was not luck, it was heaven carrying you. Archangel Michael guarded every step, every sleepless night, every tear. And now the same Archangel is delivering a promise that cannot be ignored. Your storm is ending, your sunrise is here. The first rays will break on October 26th. Do you understand the weight of this moment, a date circled in heaven is not trivial. Angels have prepared it, your spirit has been nudged toward it. That is why dreams have been restless, why numbers repeat, why urgency pulses through your soul. The unseen realm already knows the miracle coming your way. Sight is catching up to faith, child. Imagine holding your phone when suddenly a notification comes, a deposit, a transfer, a message beyond expectation. Your eyes widen, your heart skips and your hands shake. The amount is staggering enough to make your soul gasp. This is no error, this is real. Your tears of gratitude will flow freely because the promise has arrived. You will whisper, "God, you did not forget me." And heaven will echo back, "You have always been remembered." October 26th will bring the shock of abundance, the sweetness of divine memory, the embrace of answered prayers. Money, beloved, is never just survival, it is freedom, expression, creation. For too long your wings were clipped by limitation, your dreams delayed for lack of means. God says, "On that day I will restore wings to my child." With this blessing you will build what you could not build, go where you could not go, lift who you could not lift. Heaven matches blessings to hearts, not just to needs. Do not let doubt poison your vision. Doubt is the enemy's sharpest weapon, whispering, "This will never happen, you will be disappointed again." But hear Michael's voice cutting through lies. The devil is a liar. What God decrees no power can cancel, what God sets no hand can stop, what God releases no force can contain. Child, reflect on Joseph, who went from prisoner to prince in one day. Remember Esther, transformed from orphan to queen overnight. Recall David, who rose from shepherd to giant slayer in an hour. These were not accidents, they were divine timing. And now your name is written alongside theirs. Your sudden breakthrough is scheduled, the hour is near. October 26th is your Joseph moment, your Esther moment, your David moment. You will rise ordinary in the morning and extraordinary by sunset. Remain in this flow. Every word you allow into your heart anoints you. Each paragraph pours oil on your spirit, preparing you for arrival. Miracles demand readiness, and right now your spirit is being primed. You are being prepared to carry wealth with wisdom, to carry blessing with humility, to carry abundance with gratitude. Your heart, your hands, your entire being are being synchronized with heaven's timing. You will receive not just the provision but the understanding, the discernment, and the purpose to steward it well. Do not underestimate what is coming. The blessings on October 26th are more than financial. They are freedom from fear, freedom from shame, freedom from limitation. They are keys to unlock your destiny and release your potential. Heaven is orchestrating this moment so meticulously that everything aligns perfectly, the timing, the amount, the people, the doors. Nothing will be out of place. And the proof of heaven's orchestration will be visible to all. Your life will be a testimony that God's hand is active and personal, that miracles still happen today. So stand firm, beloved, feel the surge of hope in your chest. Sense the invisible angels hovering near, Michael's sword guarding your breakthrough. Every second you stay attentive, every heartbeat aligned with faith is another seal on your promise. Prepare yourself to receive in abundance, to walk in freedom, to live a story rewritten by heaven. October 26th is not just a date, it is the declaration of divine reversal, the day your life pivots from struggle to overflow. Believe it, feel it, receive it. Archangel Michael wants me to warn you of one thing: distractions will come. The enemy knows the power of what is unfolding, and he will do everything to pull your attention away. Your phone will ring, messages will come, small annoyances will try to break your focus. Do not give them power. Every second you stay here, every word you let settle in your heart, you are aligning with destiny itself. Beloved, this is not casual, heaven is serious about this appointment. Your breakthrough is historic, but it demands your attention, your patience, and your faith. Can you feel the weight of it, the trembling in your chest, as if your spirit knows before your mind does? That is the sound of heaven writing the next chapter of your life. It is the vibration of angels arranging everything in perfect order. Doors that seemed locked will swing open, paths that were blocked will suddenly clear. The resistance you felt for years was never to stop you but to prepare you for a sudden and overwhelming rise. On October 26th you will walk into your miracle with the ease of someone stepping into a room that has been reserved just for them. Beloved one, let your imagination stretch for a moment. Picture yourself opening your account or seeing the news. The sheer size of the blessing will take your breath away. But more than money, it is the restoration of your peace, your dignity, and your joy. It is the affirmation that God never overlooked you. Those nights of worry, those mornings of uncertainty were never in vain. Every tear, every sleepless night, every whispered prayer has been recorded and stored in heaven. Now it is returning to you multiplied, pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. Do you feel it yet, child, that surge inside your chest, that anticipation? That is your soul resonating with truth. October 26th is not a day that will pass unnoticed. It is a day marked in fire, a day when heaven intervenes openly in your life. Imagine walking into your home and seeing bills disappear, seeing abundance settle into your hands, seeing freedom from stress and fear. That is what heaven has scripted for you. And it will not just touch you, it will ripple out to everyone around you, your family, your loved ones, your community. The overflow of your blessing will become the fountain that waters others. Michael says, "Child, you must prepare your heart." This is more than provision, it is positioning. The kind of release coming to you will shape your destiny, open doors you never imagined, and give you authority in areas where you once felt powerless. Those who underestimated you, those who ignored you, will witness the shift. They will recognize it was not luck, not coincidence, not timing, they will see it was the direct hand of God. And you, beloved, will stand as living proof that faith, patience, and perseverance always produce fruit in the appointed time. Hold on to this image. Imagine your family celebrating with you, tears of relief streaming down their faces. Imagine the joy of lifting burdens, paying debts, supporting dreams, and creating security where there was uncertainty. That is what heaven is preparing. Michael emphasizes, do not limit your vision to the material. Money is only the vessel, the true blessing is transformation, freedom from fear, restoration of hope, and empowerment to rise to your calling. This is the kind of blessing that echoes through generations. The moment you receive it, your lineage, your children, and even those who follow your steps will inherit the overflow. Beloved, understand this: your faith has been tested not to break you but to build you. You have been shaped to handle the abundance coming your way. The same hands that trembled with worry will now handle wealth with wisdom. The same heart that feared scarcity will now plan and give with confidence. And the same spirit that whispered prayers in the dark will now sing praises in the light. Michael leans close even now, whispering, "Child, receive it fully, receive it boldly, receive it with gratitude. Heaven's timing is perfect and your preparation is complete. Now envision the moment you touch the blessing. Feel the texture of the notes or the alert flashing on your screen. Hear the sound of doors opening in every area of your life. Smell the freshness of a new season. Taste the sweetness of divine provision. And know beyond any shadow of doubt that this was always yours. You were never forgotten, you were never behind. Every season of waiting, every moment of endurance, every act of faith is converging into this precise instant. October 26th is not a wish, it is a decree, it is a fulfillment, it is your divine inheritance manifesting in real time. Child, the glory of this moment is too great to imagine fully, but the essence is this: Heaven has remembered you. Heaven has aligned angels, opened vaults and moved barriers. And now it is calling your name. Archangel Michael stands ready at the gates, key in hand, ensuring nothing can prevent your blessing from reaching you. Every eye that looks at you will see the evidence. Every ear that hears your story will recognize a miracle. And every heart that touches your life will feel the overflow of God's faithfulness. Beloved, let your spirit rise as you read this. The anxiety of the past is dissolving. The limitations are lifting. The scarcity is being replaced by abundance. You are stepping into a season where everything God promised becomes visible. And when October 26th arrives, it will not be silent, it will not be hidden, it will roar with confirmation, with joy, with unmistakable evidence that God is true, God is faithful, and heaven has acted on your behalf. Stand ready, believe fully, receive abundantly. The time is now. Beloved child, take this final reminder deep into your soul. The moment of release is not coming quietly, it will shake your world gently at first, then thunderously. The very air you breathe will feel charged, as if every molecule conspires to declare, "This is your time." Do not shrink from it. Do not lower your expectations to make it feel believable. Heaven has planned abundance beyond what your eyes have imagined, and beyond what your mind can calculate. October 26th is the crescendo of years of prayers, of patience, of silent endurance. Every sleepless night, every whispered hope, every act of faith has converged to this day. You are standing on holy ground, and the atmosphere itself has shifted in your favor. Picture the moment the blessing touches your hands. The weight will surprise you, not just numerically but emotionally. You will feel validation, restoration, and freedom all at once. The burdens that pinned your spirit down, that kept your dreams in a cage, will lift. You will inhale possibility like fresh morning air, tasting a life previously only imagined. Archangel Michael says, "You have been faithful in the small, now receive the abundance reserved for the great." Child of destiny, the scale of this release will stun you. Your bank account, your opportunities, your very presence in the world will carry the signature of heaven. And the world will notice, some will cheer, some will doubt, but none can deny the shift. You are no longer moving in ordinary timing, you are aligned with divine momentum. Beloved, do you feel the tremor in your chest as you read this? That is faith syncing with destiny, that is your spirit awakening to the gravity of what is coming. Do not allow fleeting fear or impatience to dull that resonance. These moments of doubt are traps designed to make you step away, to make you lower your expectations to something ordinary. Refuse it, stand tall in anticipation, smile at the enemy because he cannot cancel what God has already released. Every whisper of worry that tries to infiltrate your mind is a reminder that the flood is near. The greater the resistance, the closer the arrival, the bigger the chaos, the brighter the breakthrough. Michael does not bring ordinary victories, he brings miracles that rewrite timelines. Now imagine sitting with loved ones, your family, those who have prayed silently with you, those who shared your tears and longings. Watch their faces as your story begins to unfold before their eyes. Relief will sweep over their hearts, joy will bubble up where tension and fear once lived. Children will laugh louder, parents will breathe easier, friends will marvel at the sudden shift in your life. This is the ripple effect of divine blessing. It does not stop with you, it spreads, multiplies, and blesses those around you in ways unseen. Your life becomes a lamp shining in dark places. The inheritance you receive will not be kept in secret, it will be a testimony, a light for those who doubt the reality of miracles. Beloved one, Michael urges you to see this clearly, this is a permanent shift, not a fleeting miracle. The doors opening before you will remain open, opportunities will multiply, networks will expand, people who once ignored you will seek your counsel. The timing of heaven is perfect, it never misses. What appears impossible to man is simple to God. The whispers of fear and doubt are nothing but echoes of what cannot touch your decree. The blessings coming to your hands are more than currency, they are keys, tools, instruments of destiny. They carry with them honor, respect, authority, and freedom. You will operate in a dimension previously closed to you because God has cleared the path. Picture yourself walking through your life after October 26th. Everything familiar feels transformed. Ordinary tasks feel lighter, doors open with ease, relationships mend naturally, and your home resonates with peace and prosperity. Even your mind will shift, decisions will come with clarity, creativity will flourish, and your intuition will guide you to multiply what has been released. Every step you take will carry the fingerprint of heaven, strangers will sense it, friends will feel it, and your enemies will stand stunned. This is how divine blessings operate, they change the entire ecosystem around you. And the best part, beloved, is that it is only the beginning. The first wave arrives to show you God is faithful, and subsequent waves will build upon it exponentially. Hold on to this, the blessing is meant to elevate not only your life but your spirit. It is designed to expand your vision, broaden your heart, and deepen your gratitude. This is why Michael insists, do not rush, do not underestimate, remain in expectation and do not shrink back. The words you are reading now are anchors. They are not just messages, they are activating points, each line a spark igniting faith in your soul. The more you embrace them, the stronger your readiness becomes, and the more effortlessly the manifestation will integrate into your life. Heaven works in rhythm with the heart that is prepared, and yours has been ready for this for longer than you realize. Beloved child, see yourself receiving this miracle, feel the joy, the peace, the laughter, the awe. Let the tears of relief stream freely, knowing that every season of struggle, every night of prayer, every hope that seemed delayed was preparing you for this apex. Archangel Michael assures you, your season has changed, the storm has ended, the doors of heaven swing wide and you will walk through without hesitation. The glory you receive will be unmatched because it is designed not to glorify you alone but to reveal the faithfulness of God. Every testimony you give, every smile you wear, every act of generosity you perform from this overflow will echo in eternity. And now as you sit with these words in your heart, take a moment to breathe. Anchor your faith, stand firm in the certainty of the promise. October 26th is closer than you think, and when it arrives you will see with your own eyes the undeniable proof that God has not forgotten you. He has orchestrated every detail, He has cleared every path, He has aligned every force for your victory. Beloved, your breakthrough is inevitable, your miracle is unstoppable, your inheritance is ready. And heaven rejoices over you with songs too glorious for words. Prepare yourself, stay alert, keep believing and receive it fully because the fullness of God's favor is already moving in your life. Beloved child, do you feel the trembling in your spirit as you read this? That is not fear, that is anticipation. Heaven is stirring within you, preparing your soul to receive more than you have ever imagined. Picture the first moment your hands hold the blessing, feel the texture, the weight, the unmistakable confirmation that what was once a prayer is now reality. That moment will mark the end of struggle and the beginning of unstoppable momentum in every area of your life. Archangel Michael is not simply delivering money, he is delivering freedom, influence and authority over your season. The first breath after October 26th will taste like liberation, every inhale will carry possibility, every exhale will release limitation. Do not underestimate the ripple effect, beloved. The blessing will extend beyond you, it will touch your family, your community, and even people you have never met but who were meant to be impacted through you. What lands in your hands will not be a solitary wave, it is the start of a tidal wave of divine change. Generations will whisper your name in gratitude for the courage and faith you held when nothing seemed certain. Your breakthrough is both a gift and a mandate to rise, to share and to shine as a living testimony that God's timing is perfect. Now I want you to imagine the atmosphere of that day. The air thick with expectation. The sunlight bending differently as if the universe itself is honoring your arrival into this new chapter. Angels hover unseen yet intimately present, clearing paths, removing obstacles, silencing confusion and aligning opportunities in a way that feels miraculous yet entirely natural. You may notice a quiet nudge, a seemingly small coincidence or an idea that comes so clearly it feels like it was whispered from heaven itself. Pay attention to these signs, they are the breadcrumb trail leading to your promised blessing. The spiritual realm has conspired in your favor, and every move you make now is being subtly guided toward alignment with what is coming. Beloved, the enemy will attempt one last surge. Doubts may arise, fears may knock and voices from the past may taunt you to give up hope. Remember this, These are not coincidences. They are the very indicators that your blessing is on the doorstep. Pressure is a sign of incoming glory. The closer the shift, the more turbulence appears. Stand firm, anchor yourself in faith, speak life over your circumstances, declare victory before you see it manifested. Archangel Michael himself is stationed over this moment, wielding authority in the unseen to ensure nothing intended for you is stolen. Let me remind you of your power. Every seed you planted in obedience, every act of faith, every silent prayer whispered in the dark, heaven has recorded it all. Nothing has been wasted. What arrives on October 26th is the cumulative reward of your steadfast heart. Do not allow pride or fear to diminish its impact, receive it fully with gratitude and purpose. Your hands will carry more than money, they will carry opportunity, restoration, and influence. Every action you take with this blessing will echo in eternity. What seems like a simple financial gift is in truth a launchpad for destiny. Picture yourself stepping into a space you never imagined. Doors previously closed swing open effortlessly, people you never expected to align with you now become allies, opportunities arrive in sequences so perfect you cannot explain them with human logic. And every step you take is guided by the unseen hand of heaven, orchestrated to elevate your life beyond what you thought possible. The fear that once shadowed your mornings, the uncertainty that clouded your nights will dissolve, replaced with clarity, peace, and unstoppable momentum. Child of Light, October 26th, is more than a date, it is a declaration. Heaven has spoken, this is your moment. And the beauty of it is just the beginning. Your story is now in overflow, your joy will be contagious, your influence will inspire, your abundance will be undeniable. The chains of limitation are shattered, the debts of worry dissolved, and the landscape of your life transformed into a field of opportunity and fulfillment. Stand in awe but also stand ready to act, to bless, and to multiply what has been entrusted to you. Beloved, do not wait for the day to arrive to believe it is real, feel it now, speak it now, walk in it now. Because faith does not wait for circumstances to change, faith moves heaven into alignment with your life. And when October 26th dawns, every hesitation, every struggle, every whispered doubt will be silenced by the roar of fulfillment. Your hands will testify, your heart will testify, and the world around you will witness what happens when heaven writes directly into human history.